There are a lot of stupid people on the internet. But I probably don't have to tell you that if you're watching this video. You probably know that on my channel I talk with a lot of them, from flat earthers to young earth creationists. Uh, but there's no one else quite like Adin Ross, a true trendsetter, a trailblazing pioneer in internet stupidity. He's defied all labels, believing not just what the flat earthers believe or in astrology or astral projection or any of this stuff. No, he's taken it a step farther and truly defined his own new category of stupid. For those of you who don't know, Adin Ross is one of the biggest streamers in the entire world. On the whole internet, this dude has one of the most popular streaming channels. So for some reason beyond my understanding, people actually seem to listen to this guy and to pay him for his opinions. Like, a lot of money. He is perpetually losing thousands and sometimes millions of dollars online gambling away his streaming money. If there's one thing that you should understand about Adin Ross, the man is subliterate. Don't believe me? Just check out this clip of him coming across the word fascism for the first time and trying to figure out what that means.
What does a fascist mean? It means you are a far right authorization on ultra-analytic, oh my God, analyst, political ideology movement characterized by dictator leadership, centralized autocracy, militarism, forcible suppression of opposition. So I don't know what that means, bro. I swear to God. I don't know what the fuck a fascism is. I don't know what the fuck that is. Benito Mussolini and Giviante Gentile and Jason Stanley. Like, who the fuck are these people, bro? Never heard in my fucking life. What is an example of a fascist? Yo!
I swear, watching this man try to pronounce ultra-nationalist legitimately gave me an aneurysm. Like, I've never seen an adult. I mean, did he graduate from high school? I've never seen an adult try to read words at this level. He's never even heard of Benito Mussolini. Just never at all. It's just legitimately shocking. The only thing that even seems to clue in and just a little light bulb pops off at the end is when he reads that Adolf Hitler was a fascist. Oh, okay, but at least he knows who Hitler is. But I mean, this is the level that we are dealing with here. I think that just with this clip alone, he has already surpassed all the flat earthers and the young earth creationists I have ever talked to as the dumbest person I have seen online, just with that clip. And to make matters worse, the reason why Adin Ross even came to my attention in the first place is because I received a message a couple days ago in which somebody said that they thought that I looked like Adin Ross. And guys, just after I learned who that was, the idea of being compared to Adin Ross in any way, shape, or form just ruined my faith in humanity. Please let me know in the comments, because I don't think I look like this guy. Please tell me that I do not look like Adin Ross. Please tell me that nothing about me makes you think of Adin Ross, because my day was legitimately ruined thinking about this. And now that my faith in humanity has been lost due to this, one of the world's most famous streamers, Adin Ross, I thought, you guys could all lose your faith in humanity too, and we could share in this hilarious amount of stupidity together. So now let's move on from politics and history, and let's hear what Aiden has to say about science, because he was on another stream with another large YouTuber, and he asked him a very interesting scientific question.
Okay. Do you believe in the Big Bang Theory or Pangea?
The Big Bang Theory or Pangea? Right. When I first heard that, I think that my mind just exploded. I'm like, is he talking about panspermia, the idea that life was seeded on the planet from elsewhere in the solar system or universe? No, is he talking about Pangea? But how could he possibly be comparing that to the Big Bang Theory? What does this man think that the Big Bang Theory is? So let's let Aiden try to articulate exactly what he was talking about.
Okay. Do you believe in the Big Bang Theory or Pangea?
What the fuck is Pangria? Like that sounds like some World of Warcraft thing.
It's where islands, they were like the whole world was an island and it got split into continents. You know how like there's continents, there's
Yes,
North America.
they got broken apart. Yes.
They got broken apart. So that's what that is. So I'm saying which one do you believe in?
No, I believe in the Big Bang makes all the plants and shit, and the plant is in a certain state or shape, or not shape, but has certain it's made a certain way, and then meteor happens and it splits up, right? And then we have continents. That's kind of how it happens. So they're both the same theory, right?
True. Okay.
One doesn't
Yeah.
affect the other. It's like saying, okay, I have buttered bread. Do you believe in butter or bread? Well, my bread is buttered. I can have both at the same time. I don't have to believe in one or the other. They're both there.
Okay. Fair.
That's right. He thinks that the Big Bang Theory is an alternative to Pangea, which, okay, there's so much wrong with this. The entire education system has failed this man. I don't know how he's lived his entire life misunderstanding basic concepts this in depth. Like, it's really not even worth articulating all the reasons why he's wrong. These are all part of the scientific consensus. They are not alternative competing hypotheses. Oh my god, is this painful. Let's see what Aiden has to think about some other topics, maybe. Like, I don't know. What are some common dumb guy talking points? Like, the pyramids, aliens, flat earth, Antarctica. Oh, no, right. That all of those come up in this conversation.
What about pyramids? How do you think pyramids were installed?
There's a good amount of theories, if not like almost near certainty of how they did it. It's up there. There's a good documentaries about them. I mean, but what does it matter?
Do you believe that aliens exist on this planet Earth?
What? Fuck no.
Sorry, so you don't think there's any aliens on the Earth?
Fuck no. Why? Why would there be aliens here?
I do.
I like here how Aiden is acting out the role of the skeptic. Like, he's like, well, look, I'm not saying that the pyramids were built by aliens, but we just don't know, right? It's just a big mystery. Like, no, there are completely plausible theories of the pyramids. And it's not just stupid people that think this. I don't know why, but there's this idea that's proliferated around that the pyramids were built in this big mysterious way and they couldn't have been done by technology at the time when, like, for over a decade now, we've had completely reasonable explanations for how the pyramids were made, how they got the stone there through the Nile, how they dug channels leading to the pyramid site, how they built up ramps, wetted the sand, and slid the blocks up the slope of the pyramid. And they used arsenical copper to cut the stones. They used plumb bobs to get the lines right. They aligned it with the motion of the sun in the sky. Like, all of these are completely realistic, naturalistic explanations for how the Egyptians built the pyramids. And no, they did not use slave labor. We even have the records of payments and where the workers of the pyramids were living at the time, what they were receiving as payments. They even wrote inside the pyramids. They formed worker gangs. These were not slaves. These were not Hebrews. These were Egyptians. And they got tax benefits for doing this as well as getting paid in beer. So I don't understand why everyone in the popular culture seems to think that the pyramids are some grand mystery and nobody knows what they were for or how they were built. But this idea has proliferated around. It's not just Aiden that's fallen for this, but he's going to be a skeptic. He's like, how were the pyramids built? Nobody knows. Well, what else does Aiden think that nobody knows?
Nah, I genuinely we don't know if the Earth's flat or round. Just don't know.
Well, we know for an absolute fact that it's round.
100%.
an absolute fact.
So why does Kyrie Irving, a fucking like 4-time NBA legend, basically say, "Oh, the Earth is flat"?
Because people that are paid to play a game with a rubber ball don't have the capacity to make conclusions about the shape of the Earth. That's usually how it goes.
Yeah, but I mean, what do you? No, wait, hold on. What the fuck did you say?
I said most of the time, if not all the time, people that play with a rubber ball and throw it at the linen net don't have the background to make conclusions about the shape of the Earth that they live on.
First of all, you're wrong.
Okay, how am I wrong?
I'm gonna explain. You can't just say basically based off because he plays basketball that he's not intelligent. That he's
No,
not smart.
I definitely can because to play.
No, you can't.
To play basketball at that capacity, right? You have to spend your entire life to that craft, and you don't have enough time to fucking spend other shit having a double doctorate in rocket science and shit.
Fair,
You don't.
fair. But now that he's like an NBA player, like, don't you think that he could pick up on that stuff?
Okay. Okay. This is honestly, it's hard to even imagine what is the dumbest part of the things that Adin Ross says in this video, but I mean, an NBA player, Kyrie Irving, if he thinks that the Earth is flat, well, that is his authority figure. That is his expert. And like that was his first go-to reason as a reason why the Earth could be flat. He said, well, I don't think we could possibly know one way or the other. Hint, we do. And if a basketball player is convinced, then, surely he would have a well-informed opinion. I mean, what is honestly going on in the brain of this individual to think that he could just be taking his scientific expert opinions from NBA players? And finally, honestly, I mean, I just can't pick the dumbest thing in this video. I was about to say that this is the dumbest thing, but just considering everything that we heard before, you can't even. They're all that dumb. Here's the last thing that he said that I wanted to highlight about Antarctica.
Okay, talk about Antarctica.
Yes, Antarctica. What about Antarctica? It's a place.
If you don't think that in Antarctica, that never mind.
No, say it. Say how it is. Say how it is, man. Nobody thinks you're dumb. Fucking send it.
Promise?
I promise I'm not gonna be mean. I'll be more forthcoming with my engagement with you.
All right.
So Antarctica is the piece of ice, right? Because we're spinning in a way like this, right? Like that.
Okay.
So
Have you ever watched Hold on. Have you ever watched the Game of Thrones?
Nope. Never watched it. Not even once. I watched like
There are these things called the Ice Walkers.
Yes.
There's a big ice wall. I truly believe, or White Walkers. Thank you, White Walkers. I truly believe that on the other side of the wall, there is some type of being or beings.
What wall?
Arca.
Antarctica is not a wall. It's like a plaque. There's no wall. Which fucking wall? Like the wall of China?
Maybe I got it confused with another place.
Wait, do you think that there's a wall to get into
Look it
Antarctica?
up. Look it up. Oh, you're right. It is a plaque. My bad. Is there anyone that lives in Antarctica?
I mean,
Antarctica?
researchers and shit like that, whatnot. But I don't think anybody lives there for recreational, and it'd be too costly.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie, you open my eyes up a lot, bro.
How?
What do you mean? This is a great talk.
Bro, most of what I said is like some dumbass, just like logical things that, most of what I said.
You gave me. Okay, how do I put this?
All right.
You gave me like a. You made me think about. I don't know. My brain just really hurts, bro.
I just really want to know, legitimately, what it is like to see the world from the eyes of Adin Ross. I mean, this man basically has the perspective of like a Bronze Age peasant. Like, he thinks that magic and sorcery are real. He thinks that there's White Walkers on the other side of Antarctica. He thinks the Earth is flat. He probably thinks that there's a dome. Probably doesn't believe in space. I mean, this. I mean, he's literally like 2,000 years late to everything, and he's getting his opinions on what actually exists in the world from TV shows like Game of Thrones and basketball players like Kyrie Irving. It's just a mess. And the streamer he's talking to, XQC, is no genius either. I mean, he says a lot of dumb things just in this interview, but the fact that Aiden is like, wow, man, you really opened my eyes about so much in this. And he's literally just like, he's not even making very good arguments against the things Aiden's saying. It's just like the amount of critical thinking that Aiden has turned on his beliefs is nil. It's negative. It's like beyond even measure. I mean, he thinks that scientific facts like the shape of the earth or naturalistic explanations for how humans actually built the pyramids are that stuff. We have no idea, you know. He's agnostic about all that. Like, who knows how they built the pyramids? Who knows what the shape of the earth is? I mean, the basketball players think it's flat, so. But then, when he turns to say, you know, I believe that aliens live on the planet, I think that there are White Walkers beyond Antarctica, he thinks that astrology is real, he thinks that he can astral project, like, all of these things. He's completely non-critical about. He just accepts that these things exist without an ounce of evidence or rational thinking behind any of them. But other scientific facts, well, you know, scientists, what do they know, right? And then when he tries to Google the ice wall, because he could have sworn that that was a real thing, then he finds out that there is no ice wall, and he just says, my brain hurts, let's move on, and that's the end of it. The biggest benefit of the doubt that I could possibly give this man is to say that he was just doing this for clickbait so that people would talk about him, and that this was all some sort of strategy to get more famous online. And maybe that's smart. That's the smartest read of this you could possibly give. But he seems genuine, and if that is the case, then at this point, I think that I can say with quite some confidence that Adin Ross is the dumbest person on the internet and quite possibly the dumbest man on earth. If you think that there actually is someone dumber than this, please let me know who you think that is, because I have got to see it for myself. I don't believe you. And if you like videos like this where we laugh at the stupid things that pseudoscientists say and debunk them and learn about some actual real science in the process, subscribe, because that's basically what I do on my channel. And remember, stay curious and keep learning until the next video. Thanks, guys.